Miku, you can call me Luna. Greetings. As you heard, I am Luna, and I love Project Sekai. The English version Colourful Stage is one of the only mobile games I will ever play, and that's because it's one of the most amazing games on the Play Store. So when I heard in late 2024 that a movie based on the game was being made, I was so goddamn excited. The trailer looked amazing, and the title, The Miku Who Can't Sing, just works so well, and the release date was so close too. April 17th. April 17th. Nothing.
3 days later.
May. Nothing.
1 eternity later.
June. Okay, fuck this.
What do you want, 'cause a pirate is free? You are a pirate. You're our indeed.
Yeah, as you heard, I couldn't wait for this film to come out to Britain, so yeah, I did a crime.
Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Goddamn was this film worth it though. The film was everything a Project Sekai fan wanted, and even though I'm not the biggest fan, it definitely made me happy to see certain things. Now, before I continue, I'd like to say I'm not going to spoil the film as it's not currently out in most places. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy. For a Project Sekai film, there was a lot I really wanted. Mainly a good story and emu. Representation of your favourite character is one of the most important pieces when creating a video game film anyway, if that's what we're going to call it. And I'm pretty sure every character from the game had their moments on the screen, all 26 of them. This is honestly one of the best parts of the film, as fans can see their favourite characters interact more freely, and it isn't wasted on screen at all. What makes it even better is the animation used for this film is phenomenal. It's a mix of 2D and 3D animation, which works just so well in the film. There can be a few issues with it, mainly during like extremely busy scenes with like crowds and stuff, but to be honest, you'll barely ever notice. I think even from the trailer, everybody knew that this film was going to be really well designed and pretty, because it was just impressive from the beginning. As well as that, the character designs were all unique and stood out. They all just look so clean. I think the notable character designs were the variations of Miku seen across it, and the Wonderland Showtime group's outfits. Miku especially just had so many which stood out, and I'm glad they took so many of the game's outfits as well as making their own. Along with that, we obviously have the voice acting, which works well enough for the film. It's amazingly spoken, and the main issue for me is that I'm British and I don't speak Japanese, so most of the emphasis is lost when speaking. But to be honest, you do get a lot from the emotional scenes, and you can kind of tell what they were going for, so I don't really have an issue with the voice acting. I think it's perfect on its own. I will also probably watch the dub whenever that releases to kind of get a bit more out of it. To be as spoiler-free as possible, I'm going to be as careful with what I say in this next part. Firstly, the story could use some work. The first half of the plot is very messy and has a lot going on at once, which is fine for me, as I understood most of what was going on. But I would see how someone who hasn't been shown much Miku content would be put off by this film. The second half was perfect though. It's so much fun and has some of the best moments to look back on. The film also ends on quite a high note too, as it has a very wholesome message about mental health, stress and anxiety, and how music is generally quite a good resource for aiding issues. I think the reason the second half works so well is the music. Oh my god, it's just so good. If I watched the movie and said the music was crap, I'd be lying. This has honestly got one of the best original soundtracks out of any film I have ever seen. So many songs are upbeat or just somber, and it's perfect. They're also perfectly applied to each scene too. If you had to take something away from this video, Miku Who Can't Sing is almost perfect. I'd rate it one of this year's highest films, or at least animated highest films. That's how good it was. I apologize this video's been relatively short and simple. It's just something I wanted to get out really quickly so I can continue to work on the Beastars video. This video will probably take me no longer than a few minutes to create, as I'm assuming footage will be my main issue, and it's probably going to be no longer than about 4 to 5 minutes. But as a whole, I'm going to just get out my ideas and say how good it is, because why not? Thank you for watching though, and please subscribe.